Welcome to Exploration Flow, a movement class where we are flipping the script on the traditional way of practicing yoga, offering some new ways to experience the poses. So it's likely they're going to be the poses that you know and love, just in a different way. So we'll begin in a kneeling position. If this doesn't work for the knees, you could find any seated position that's better in your body. Then start by lowering the chin to the chest, resting hands on thighs. We'll begin just to set the mood, taking the first few moments to press pause. Find your breath. As you settle here, just bringing your awareness to the body, noticing anywhere that needs a little bit of attention today. Relax your belly, soften your shoulders down your back. And then release your jaw. If it helps, you could start to rock your jaw side to side, just unsticking anywhere that feels stuck. Might feel a little strange, but I promise it will feel good after. Tilt your head to the left and wrap the left arm behind your back. You could hold on to your waistband, or maybe you even reach for your hip crease if you have long arms. Reach the right arm out to the side, make a fist with the hand, and start to roll out your wrist. Big, generous circular motions, going a few times in one direction, and then in the other direction. Bring the head back through neutral. Release the left arm. Then tilt your head to the right. Wrap the right arm behind your back, holding onto your clothing, reaching for your hip crease, whatever's there. And reach the left arm out to your side. Make a fist with the hand. Start to roll out the wrist. A few times in one direction. And then going in the other direction. And release the head, release the arms. Flick your eyes open if they were closed. Bring the backs of your hands together. Then spin your fingers to face you. Close the palms and turn the fingers away. Bring the backs of the hands together, fingers towards you. Close your palms, fingers away. Keep this going, just rolling out your wrists. You could go slow. You could start to speed it up. And then we'll switch. So leading in the other direction, drawing the fingers towards you and then away. Good. Shake out your hands all together. Come into tabletop. Then starting on tented fingers. So pressing through each fingertip, start to round your back. Then roll your spine to the right. Dip your belly as you travel to the left. Around your back and go back to the right. Keep this going. So moving in very generous circles. You could start to bend your elbows as you lower the belly to help exaggerate the movement even more. There's no right or wrong way of doing this, so you can be as free as you want to flow. And the next time you come back through center, we'll start going in the other direction. So rolling to the left and then over to the right. If you start to feel a little bit more loose, you could exaggerate the movement even more, maybe dropping the hips towards the heels. There's no perfect alignment here, so don't worry about coming out of alignment. Come back through center, plant the hands. Extend your right leg back. Stack the right hip over the left and lower the foot. Then create a kickstand with the left knee and come all the way up into gate. Bring hands to the back of your head or to the temples. Then keeping the chest open here, slowly lean to your left. As you do this, the right leg will want to lift. So keep that foot anchored on the ground, holding this here. You want a little bit more of a challenge, slightly turn in, turning the chest down towards the ground, really working the obliques. Hold for a breath. Lift the chest back up. And lift the spine into neutral. Relax your arms. Come back to tabletop. Second side, start by extending the left leg. Stack the hips, lower the foot. Create a kickstand with your right knee and come up into gate. Then either bringing fingertips to temples or the hands to the back of your head. Start by finding that strong column. Then with your exhale, lean to the right. The left foot is going to want to lift, so keep it grounded. Just like last time, if you want more of a challenge, start to turn your chest down to the mat. Steady your breath. Hold for an inhale. And the exhale, release, lift back up. Come back to tabletop. Nice. Once more, extend the right leg back. Come back into your gate pose. But this time, reach your arms forwards. Tuck your back toes. Sink your hips back. And at the same time, start to reach the chest forwards and reach your arms over to the right. Keep your chest lifted so the spine is nice and long. And if you're starting to feel tension in the back of the neck, bring chin to chest. Hold for an inhale. Exhale, sweep the arms forwards and over to the left. Spin into tabletop and lift the right leg. Bend elbows towards the side body, lower chest and chin. And then ripple all the way forwards to come into a baby cobra. Inhale as the chest lifts. Exhale to come back to tabletop. Left side, find your gate to begin. Then tucking the back toes, this is key for support here. Reach your arms forwards, sit the hips on that right heel. Reach forwards to begin folding and sweep to your left. Keeping the chest lifted, but relaxing chin to chest as you hold here. With your next exhale, sweep to the front of the mat. Back to tabletop, lifting the left leg. Bend elbows to the side body, lower chest and chin. Like a snake, slither forwards. Inhale to come up into your cobra. Exhale back to your tabletop. Nice. Extend your legs to find plank. Then start to pedal the legs, just tapping one knee to the mat at a time. If you'd like more variety, you can add in a little twist, tapping the knee to the opposite side of the mat and shifting side to side. Then little by little, begin to pick the hips up like you're walking yourself back into downward dog. When you find downward dog, you can continue moving, or you could find stillness. And looking forwards, bend your right knee, lift the foot off the mat. Then bend the left leg and sink your hips down towards your left heel like you're ready to shoot forwards. Extend the left leg as you step your right foot in between your hands. Reach your arms up for high lunge. Then open your arms out wide with your thumbs pointing up to begin. Start to internally rotate your shoulders so the thumbs start to point down. Then externally rotate, open them back out so thumbs point up. Once more, rolling the shoulders in. You may feel a closing off of the chest. Exhale, rolling the shoulders back out. Hold this position, cactus your arms, and slowly lower the back knee down to the mat. Good. Turn to your left. Left hand can reach, either just dangling behind you or reaching to catch the back heel. Right arm can reach overhead, lengthening the right side torso. Hold for a breath in. Exhale, lift up away from the foot, taking a counter twist, turning to the right, keeping the arms reaching wide. Hold for a breath in. Exhale, left hand comes down to the mat. Lift the back knee. Step into side plank on your left. Keeping the hips lifted, hold for breath. Exhale, right hand comes down. Move through your vinyasa, pairing each movement with breath. Meeting me back in downward dog. Then looking forwards this time, bend your left knee, lift the foot. Then bend your right leg and sink your hips down to your right heel, getting ready to shoot forwards. Extend the right leg as you step left foot forwards. Arms up for high lunge. Open the arms wide, starting with the thumbs pointing up. Then with your inhale, roll the shoulders forwards, so thumbs point down. With your exhale, roll the shoulders back, thumbs pointing up. Inhale, rolling shoulders forwards. Exhale, rolling shoulders back. Hold this position, bend your arms into cactus, and slowly lower the back knee down for your low lunge. Turn to the right. Right hand comes down, either just dangling or reaching for the back heel. Left arm reaches overhead. Finding a back bend here, lengthening the left side of the torso. Hold for one more breath in. Exhale, lifting back up, counter twist to the left. Keep your arms reaching wide, chest is open, hold for a breath in. Exhale, right hand comes down, lift the back knee, and step into side plank on your right. Good, push the floor away, hold for a breath. Exhale, finding your plank, moving through your vinyasa. Pausing a moment in each pose to find your breath. Then coming back to downward facing dog. Nice work. Lift the left leg high, this time opening out the hip. Bend the knee. Then with your exhale, bring your knee to tap the back of the right wrist. Extend the leg out to the side, lower the foot. Keep the left hand on the mat, reach the right arm forwards. It's a slightly different fallen star here. Keep pressing the floor away, right arm is reaching forwards. Inhale. With your exhale, turn your body to the right, spinning open into fallen star. Chest is lifting to the sky. Hold for breath in. Exhale, roll to face forwards. Plant the right hand, step back to plank. Either taking a vinyasa or skipping it if you need a little break. Then meeting me back in downward dog. Lifting the right leg high, opening out the hip, bending the knee. Tap the knee to the back of the left wrist. Extend the leg to the left side. Plant the foot. Keeping the right hand on the mat, reach your left arm forwards. It can be a very confusing position for the body, so focus on squeezing inner thighs together. So legs are tight. Keep reaching left arm forwards. Hold for a breath in. Exhale, spin open, fallen star. Lift your heart. Hold for a breath. Exhale, turn to face forward, step to plank. Your choice if you take a vinyasa or not. Come back to downward facing dog. Beautiful. Hold for a deep breath in. Exhale it out. Cross the left ankle over the top of the right knee. So it's like you're in a modified pigeon pose / downward dog. Bend the right knee. Sink your hips towards your right heel and look forwards. Then getting ready to shoot forwards as you extend the right leg. Bring the left leg forwards to come into pigeon pose. Keep the back toes tucked for stability here. Reach your arms back, so no hands. Hold this posture, taking a deep breath in, lifting your chest. As you exhale, chest dives forwards, arms stay up off the mat. Holding here, find your breath. Relax chin to chest, maybe you even rest the head on the mat. Take some of the strain away from the neck. Inhale, lift the chest back up. Then sweeping your back foot forwards. Step into that foot, lift up into standing position. Cross left ankle again over the top of the right knee. Sink the hips down. Coming into chair. You can find any placement for the hands that works for you. Shift your weight back through the right heel. If you'd like to make it more challenging, start to fold, bringing your belly towards your thighs. Arms can reach forwards, chin comes to chest. Good. Bring your fingertips down to the mat for support. Start to straighten the right leg. Folding forwards. Inhale to lift the chest, rebend the front knee. Then planting your hands, come up onto the tips of the toes of the right foot. Rest this left leg on the back of your arms, and you're either just familiarizing yourself here with this position. If you're a little more familiar with the arm balance, then shift your weight into your hands and play around with lifting your foot. Just an exploration. Remember, it doesn't need to be perfect. Slowly release. Find a forward fold position with a soft bend in the knees. Hands can take hold of elbows, sway it out in ragdoll. Take the tension out of the neck, bring chin to chest. Good. Then fingertips come to thighs. Inhale, lift the chest halfway. Exhale, swan dive. Plant the hands, step to plank. Either taking a vinyasa or going straight to down dog. It's your pick. When you find downward dog, bring the right foot over the top of the left knee, just above the knee. Bend the left leg, sink your hips towards your heel, finding that shooting forwards position. As you extend the left leg, bring right leg forwards, coming into pigeon. Keep the back toes tucked for stability here. It really does help. Reach your arms back. Inhale, puffing out the chest. Exhale, chest dives forwards. See if you can rest your forehead on the mat. Give the neck a little break. And even though it's a very active pigeon, see if you can find a place of ease here. Inhale, lift your chest. Sweep the back leg forwards, then you're stepping into that foot. Come up to find a standing position. Sweep the right leg over the top of the left knee. Bend the left leg to sink the hips down. Take a moment just to find your chair, shifting weight back through heels. And if you'd like the challenge, start to fold belly in towards thighs. Arms reach forward, head looks down. This is great prep for the arm balance. Keeping the hips low, weight shifting back through the heel. Bring your fingertips to the mat, straighten out the left leg. Finding a fold. If you feel like you're putting too much pressure on your knee here, keep a slight bend in the left knee. It may really help. Good. And keeping the fingertips on the mat, lift the left heel so you're just on your tippy toes. Start to rest this right leg on the backs of your arms. So getting used to the arm balance. If you are new here, just stay here. If you're a little more familiar, shift weight into the hands. See if you can lift the foot. And you can just practice lifting the foot up and down. Maybe even finding a few moments of holding it completely. Lower the foot if you're in the balance. Find a forward fold. And we'll take a little rest in ragdoll. Bring your fingertips to the mat, bend your knees, and shuffle your feet as wide as your mat. Open the feet out slightly, sink your hips down, coming into Malasana. I like to do Malasana in stages, so I don't go all the way down straight away. I give myself time just to be a little bit more gentle. And then start to rock side to side. As you do this, pick up one heel. And I find this helps me access a little bit more space. Good. Then either keeping your fingertips on the mat or bringing hands to prayer, pressing the elbows against the inner thighs. Lift from the crown of your head, find a sense of lengthening from the tailbone all the way up to your crown. And roll the shoulders down your back. Nice. Bring the fingertips to the mat, lift your hips nice and slow. Shuffle your feet back in hips width. Then bringing your hands to your thighs, inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forwards, step back to plank. And from plank, lower your knees to find tabletop. From here, bring your forearms down to the mat. And with an inhale, dip your belly down like you're arching your back. Gaze forwards. So it's a variation of cow pose. With your exhale, press from your elbows down to your fingertips. Push the floor away and round your back. Inhale, arching the spine. Exhale as you press away and round. Keep moving through this with your breath. One more inhale. With your exhale, hold that rounded position. So you're really pushing the floor away. Begin to tuck your toes and lift your hips to come into dolphin. If it's available, you could start to walk the feet in a little closer to you. Then relax your chin to your chest so the neck is nice and long. Focus on pressing through the forearms, but also through the feet so you distribute your weight. Good work. Slowly walk the feet away, lower the knees back down. Then thread the left arm under the right to find thread the needle. You can either keep the right arm reaching forwards or wrap the arm behind the back, giving the shoulders some recovery time. Come back through center, and we'll thread the right arm under the left. Left arm can either reach forwards or wrap behind the back. Come back through center. Find a kneeling position. Then swing your legs round, come and lie down on your back. As you lie down, cross the left leg over the right and lift your knees in towards your chest. Bring the hands over the tops of the knees and hug them in a little closer to you. There's the option to stay here, the back flat to the mat, or you could start to round and roll up, bringing the chin towards the knees. If you're rolling up, you might also like to catch hold of the ankles as another option. Hold for a breath in. With your exhale, slowly roll back down. Release the arms, keep the cross of the legs. Let your legs fall to the right side, bringing you into a spinal twist. Right hand can rest on the legs. Left arm can reach out to the side. And just like we did in Malasana, instead of forcing yourself to go from 0 to 100, give yourself time here. Let the pose evolve with each breath. Release the twist and the cross of the legs. Then cross the right leg over the left. Lift the knees in towards you. Hands can rest on the knees to begin with, just guiding your knees closer to you. You can either stay with back flat to the mat or roll up. See if you can catch your ankles, hugging them in closer. With your next exhale, slowly roll down the mat. Keeping the legs as they are, relaxing the arms. Let the legs fall to the left, come into the twist, going a little bit at a time. Give your body a chance to arrive here. And when you find your twist, begin to settle in, deepening the breath. Release the twist, come back through neutral. Then keeping the knees bent, edge your feet as wide as your mat. Knock your knees together. And if you have a big gap between your lower back and the mat, pick up your hips. Think of tucking a tail in between your legs to tilt your pelvis, and then lower the back down to the mat. And you should have at least got rid of a little bit of that space. Everyone is different. Hopefully now you feel more supported. And this will be our final resting posture for this practice. So go ahead and start to really sink into the ground. Relax your body. And deepen your breath. Hug your knees into your chest. And take a gentle rock side to side, massaging the back. When you're ready, join me in a seated position. Just sitting up nice and tall, relaxing shoulders away from the ears. Taking any final movements you need to so that you complete this practice, completely having let go of any residual tension. Maybe finishing with a few head rolls, releasing your jaw, whatever you need to explore. And then when you're ready, that completes the end of this practice. I hope that you enjoyed experiencing the same postures that you know, just with a different take on them and exploring something new. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time.